Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Donna. I'm going to be taking you through a mat Pilates flow today. All you're going to need for today is a band. And just be warned for the core portion, the lighter the band, the harder it will be. The heavier the band, the easier it will be. For the rest of the workout, it's back to normal. Heavier band equals harder. And then totally optional, but you can grab a pair of hand weights or ankle weights and throw them on if you would like, but that is up to you. We're going to get started lying down on our backs and just get connected with our breath. So find a comfortable position on your mat. Let your eyes close. Let your hands rest on your ribs. Take a big inhale through your nose. And a big exhale. Push all of the air out like you're blowing air out of a straw. Inhale, fill all the way up. And exhale, empty everything out. As you inhale, feel your ribs press out into your hands. And as you exhale, feel your hands get closer, your fingertips slide together as you push the air out. 3 more breaths like this, in through the nose and out through the mouth. 2 more, inhale and exhale. Last one, your deepest breath in, fill all the way up. And your deepest breath out, push all of the air out. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead, full body stretch, reaching through the fingertips and the toes. And exhale, hug your right knee into your chest, give it a tight squeeze, pull your right knee down towards your chest, and then use your right hand to open your right knee out to the right side for 1 big breath in. And on your breath out, use your left hand to pull your right knee over and across to the left side for a nice twist. Right arm opens out to a goalpost or a T, and gaze goes over your right shoulder. Holding here for 3, for 2. On 1 exhale, lift your leg back up through center. Lift your left leg to tabletop, cross your right ankle over your left for your figure 4. Interlace your hands behind your left knee and pull down toward your face to feel the stretch in the backside of your right leg. Both feet are flexed. We're holding for 3, for 2. On 1, release your left leg down to the mat. Extend your right leg up toward the ceiling. Let your palms rest down at your sides. Inhale as you point and lower the right leg. Exhale as you flex and lift your right back up. Inhale as you point and lower. Exhale as you flex and lift. Last 2, inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. Last 1, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and hold. Walk your hands up your right leg. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, float your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Holding here for 3, for 2. On 1, lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Release your right leg to the mat. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead. And exhale, hug your left knee into your chest. Give it a tight squeeze. Pull your left knee down toward your chest. And then use your left hand to open your left knee out to the left side, opening up through your hip for 1 big breath in. And use your breath out to pull your left knee over and across. Grab onto it with your right hand and pull it down toward your right side. Left arm opens up to a goalpost or a T. Gaze goes over your left shoulder for a nice twist. Take a big inhale, and on your exhale, lift your leg back up through center. Lift your right leg to tabletop, cross your left ankle over your right. Both feet are flexed, hands interlaced behind your left knee, and pull your left knee down toward your face for your figure 4 on your opposite side. This time you should feel it in the back side of your left leg. Holding for 1 more breath in. And on your breath out, release your hands down to the mat. Extend your right leg long, extend your left leg up to the ceiling or the sky. Inhale as you point and lower your left leg. Exhale as you flex and lift it right back up. Inhale as you point and lower. Exhale as you flex and lift. 2 more. Inhale, we point and lower. Exhale, we flex and lift. Last 1. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and hold. Walk your hands up your left leg, take an inhale, and on your exhale, bend your elbows, float your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Holding here for 3, for 2. On 1, lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Extend both legs out long. Reach both arms up overhead, take an inhale. And on your exhale, slowly roll it all the way up. Go ahead and grab your band, place it around the soles of your feet. And if you're throwing on ankle weights, you can throw them on right now. We're laying back down on our mats. Knees are coming, instead of stacking over our hips like we usually do, we're gonna let our knees drop in toward our chest. Arms are stacked up above your shoulders. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, crunch your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat and reach your fingertips forward toward your feet to find the small ball position. And then inhale, lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Exhale, we crunch it up, and I want you to get both shoulder blades off the mat when you crunch. Inhale, lower. But be careful that you're not lifting too high, so the rest of my back stays down. Just my shoulder blades come up. Inhale, we lower. And there should be pressure in the band so that your feet are not touching. Not pressure that you're pressing your feet out, but just keeping a nice hip width distance between your feet. Exhale, we crunch and lift. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, crunch and reach for your toes. Inhale, you lower it back down. Exhale, crunch and reach. Inhale, lower. You're here for 3, reaching as far as you can, and then lowering back down, making sure that you're pausing at the top, not just lifting and lowering immediately. Inhale, lower. On this last one, now we pause at the top, and we're gonna grab the band in both hands, open your hands wider than your legs, and then hold your head, neck, and shoulders where they are. Shoulder blades stay off the mat. We're pressing into the band, pressing both feet forward, and then bend both feet back in to your chest. We press both legs forward, and we bend both knees back in toward your chest. Exhale, press it forward. Inhale, we bend it in. Exhale, press, check in with your shoulder blades. They're still lifted. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, press it forward. Inhale, bend it in. Last 3. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale as you press it forward for 2. Inhale, bend it in. Ribs are hugged down and together for 1. Inhale, bend it in. We're going to add on. This time as you press it forward, you're going to hold the press and then slowly peel yourself off the mat. Find your tall seat. Find a nice teaser position. Tall spine before you round and slowly lower back down. Legs stay straight, back touches, and then your knees bend back in. So one piece at a time. We press it forward, hold the straight legs, peel yourself up off the mat, round and lift. Find your teaser, and then round and lower back down. So again, the lighter the band is, the more difficult this will be. The heavier the band, the more support you'll have. So play around with your band size. We lift, find the tall spine, and then round and lower back down. Bend the knees in and press it forward. Lift, tall spine, shoulders are relaxed, roll back down and away from your ears. Make sure that they're not hiked up toward your ears. We lift and lower back down. Last one, press it forward, peel it up, lift, and round and lower back down. We're staying with our legs extended straight. We're taking our right foot out of the band. Right leg, try to keep it floating and low, but you can always drop your right big toe down to the mat if you need to. Right hand is coming behind your head for support. Keep your legs where they are, just the left hand. Row the band and reach it forward. So I want your elbow to go wide and in line with your shoulder, and then press it forward. Since we don't have enough room to keep your elbow hugged in narrow, it'll just stop at the floor. You won't have the full range of motion. We're going wide and release. Legs are low and we release. See if you can lower your legs another inch. Or if that right big toe is down on the mat, maybe now you try to float that right leg up off the mat. We're here for 4 and release. For 3 and release. Both shoulder blades are lifted off the mat for 2. Last one. Now we're going to add on. This time as you row, the left leg is going to lift, and we're crunching and twisting over to the left side. Then the left leg lowers to meet the right leg, and we come back through center. We crunch and twist, really get that right shoulder blade off the mat and come back through center. So both shoulder blades are lifted, but when we twist, right shoulder blade lifts a little extra and we come back through center. You still have the same option to drop that right big toe down to the mat, crunch and twist. Inhale, lower. So it's the exact same movement. You crunch and twist. Inhale, lower. We're here for 4. Inhale, lower. For 3. Inhale, lower. For 2. Inhale as you lower. Last one, hold it here. Tiny circles with the right leg, so extend it if it's not extended already. We're going in this direction for 8, 7, 6, keeping the crunch twist. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up another inch. We're here for 3, 2, reverse the direction on 1 for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Stay here on 1. We're pulsing the crunch over to the left and pulling the band for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend it in, back through center. We're going straight into the other side. Let's switch the band to be around the sole of your right foot. Band comes in your right hand. Left hand comes behind your head, neck, and shoulders. And we're extending that left leg out long. Right leg extends to meet the left. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, crunch your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Make sure that your ribs are hugged down and together. Your legs are as low as they can go while maintaining your core. Just the row. We row the right arm in and release. Row and release. Row and release. Your right elbow goes wide to be in line with your right shoulder, and we release. Head, neck, and shoulders are lifted. Crunch them up another inch. You're here for 5. Row it in for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1 like this. We add on. This time we crunch and twist over to the right side. Right leg lifts. Inhale, back through center. We crunch and twist, getting that left shoulder blade off the mat. Inhale, back through center. Remember, you can drop that left big toe if you need to. And it's the same exact movement. If you're trying to find an in-between, you can lift your left leg to tabletop instead of having it extended all the way out and extended padding it. Oh my gosh, you guys, English is so hard for me today. Thanksgiving was yesterday, so I'm probably just super tired. We're here for 2 more. And extend. Last one, hold it here. Just that left leg, tiny circles for 10, 9, 8. Check in with your upper body. You have that crunch twist. Your left shoulder blade is extra lifted. Your right shoulder blade is slightly lifted. Last 2 on 1. Reverse the direction for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Stay here on 1. Pulse the crunch. Pull the band for 10, 9, 8, 7. Make sure your left elbow's out wide. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend everything back through center. You guys, that one is never easy. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Full body stretch, reaching through your fingertips and your toes. Arch your back up off the mat. Exhale, hug both knees into your chest. Give them a tight squeeze. And then place one hand on either knee. Draw big circles with your knees going away from each other for 3. For 2. On 1, reverse the direction for 3. For 2. Last 1, hug your knees into your chest. Place your hands behind your knees. Inhale, lift your knees over your face. And exhale, we roll it up. Cross your ankles and flip it out. We're going to meet in our tabletop position. The band is going to come around your feet, on your right ankle, and around the sole of your left foot. So meet me back in your tabletop. Feel free to add those ankle weights if you would like, and make sure that you have your hand weights easily accessible on the top left corner of your mat. So both knees are down on the mat. Palms are underneath your shoulders. Knees are stacked under your hips. They are hips width distance, so my knees are not touching. And I'm pulling up from my belly button. I'm not arching my back and sticking my butt out. So always with a neutral spine. Gaze is at the top of my mat. I'm not looking down at my knees. Make sure that you have a straight line from the top of your head to your tailbone. No dip in your back. Keeping your hips squared off, we're going to press the band back. Squeeze that left glute. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, we press it back and squeeze. Inhale, we bend it in. Exhale, press it back and squeeze. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, we press, squeeze that left glute. Make sure that your left hip stays dialed down so you're not opening up through that left hip. Exhale, press it back and squeeze. Inhale, bend it in. You press it back. Inhale, bend it in. Last 4. Inhale, bend it in. For 3. Inhale, bend it in. Press it back for 2. Inhale, bend it in. Last one, we hold, and we're gonna add on. We tap the left toes down, lift the left toes, bend the left knee in, and press it back. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, tap. Make sure that your hips stay squared off. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, extend. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, extend. Last 4. Tap, lift, bend it in, extend. Check in with the center of your body. You're pulling up from your belly button. Core is engaged. No arch in your back. Ribs are hugged together. You have a flat back, and your left hip is in line with your right hip. Last one. We bend it in, press it back. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift, and hold. Just moving through the straight leg lowers. Inhale, tap your left toes down. Exhale, lift. You have the option, if you want to elevate, to float that right knee off the mat. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Or you keep it down, whatever you feel comfortable with. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift, and squeeze. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Squeeze that left glute. We're here for 5. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap for 4. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap for 3. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap for 2. Exhale, lift. Last one, we're going to add on. We hold the lift. Hug your elbows in. Bend your elbows as you lower your chest. Lift your chest. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. I had to fix my band. It's sliding off my foot because of my socks. But it's really cold here today, so I needed some extra warmth. We lift. Hold the lift. Lower. Exhale, press. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Squeeze your glute. Engage your core so that as your chest lowers, your legs lift behind you. And you press and lift it right back up. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Squeeze that left glute. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift. We tap, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press to lift. Try to hug your elbows in as much as possible so that you're using your triceps and your exhale to press and lift right back up. Last 3. Exhale, lift. Last 2. Exhale, lift. Last 1. Exhale, lift and hold. Another little combo. This time we lift the lift the left leg, lower the left leg. Firm up your weight in your hands. Your left toes are tucked under. We're pulling our right knee into our nose. Right knee comes down. Left leg lifts. Left leg lowers. Right knee in. Right knee down. Left leg lifts. Left leg lowers. Right knee to nose. Right knee down. We exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale to drive it in. Inhale to lower it down. We're here for 4. Down, in, and down. For 3. Down. Use the exhale to drive your knee into your nose. Last 2. And remember, we're not just lifting that left leg, we're squeezing that left glute. Last 1. Hold the knee in, pulse the knee in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Stay with me on 1. We're stepping out, finding your high plank. I want you to walk the band up so that it's around both of your ankles. If you need to get out of your high plank, you can. We're staying in our high plank, stepping out with the left leg. Out and together. Step it out and together. I want you to make sure that you're keeping your hips down. They're in line with your shoulders. They're not too high above your shoulders. They're not below your shoulders. Core is engaged. Last 4. Step out with the left for 3. Step out with the left for 2. Last 1. And remember, if you need to modify, you can always drop that right knee down. But if not, we're keeping it lifted. We're stepping out with the left together, dropping our heels over to the right, reaching your left arm up to the sky. Left palm comes down, and we reset. Same thing if your knee is down. You step it out together, reach it up, and come back through center. We step it out together, reach it up, and come back through center. Or you step it out together, drop your heels, side plank, reach it up, and come back through center. Last 3. Together, reach it up, and center. For 2, together, drop your heels, reach it up, and come back through center. Last 1, together, drop your heels, reach it up and hold, and slowly lower your hips down to the mat. We're lowering down onto our right forearm. Left leg is stacked over your right, both legs are long, band is around your heels, and I want you to grab a weight in your left hand. Nice and simple to start. Your left arm is reaching forward. Check in with your upper body. Your right elbow should be under your shoulder, so it's not all the way out here, and it's not underneath your ribs, it's underneath your shoulder, and you're pressing into your elbow, lifting up out of the side of your body. So what I mean by that is we don't have a saggy side with a smiley face shape. We have a lifted side with a rainbow with our obliques. Obliques stay engaged the whole time to keep you lifted. If you need an extra reminder, I want you to just take your left hand and hold it. Keep your obliques lifted the entire time rather than focusing on the hand weight. Left arm is reaching out in front. Both legs are stacked on top of each other. Nice and simple. Left arm, left leg. Lift straight up and lower back down. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. We're here for 6. Exhale, lift for 5. Make sure you're really squeezing that left glute as you lift the leg. I also want you, guys, I cannot speak English today. I also want you to make sure that your hips stay dialed forward so you're not rolling back. My glute is not on the mat. My right hip is on the mat. So if your glute is on the mat, roll it forward a bit so that both of your hips are pointing forward and you're doing a lateral leg lift, not a front raise. So what I mean by that is if I roll back, now I'm lifting from the front. I want you to keep it forward so that you lift from the side. Last one like this. We lower. Now we're bending our left elbow into our side. Bend your left knee in. We press the arm up overhead, press the leg to the back, and bend both back in. Exhale, we press. Inhale, we bend. Exhale, we press. Inhale, we bend. Check in with your upper body. We're pressing into your right forearm, lifting up out of those obliques, not sinking down into your shoulder. Last 4. Exhale, press for 3. Exhale, press for 2. Last 1, press and hold. We're going to combine the moves. So we lower the arm, lower the leg. Lift the arm, lift the leg. Bend the knee, bend the elbow. Extend the leg, extend the arm. We lower, straight arm, straight leg. Lift, straight arm, straight leg. Bend elbow, bend the knee. Press it back out to straight. We lower, lift, bend it in, extend it out. Lower, lift, bend it in, extend it out. Take this as slow as you need to get the positioning of each move. Bend it in, extend it out. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you bend it in. Exhale as you extend it out. We're here for 3 more. Check in with your upper body. You're pressing into that right elbow, lifting up out of your right obliques. Both hips are dialed forward. Last 1, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Bend it in, extend it out and hold. Pulse it up for 10, 9, 8. These tiny pulses are always brutal. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay here on 1. We're stepping our left leg behind our right. Weight comes down. We don't need it. You have 2 options. Extend that left arm up to the ceiling, or your left palm comes down to the mat for support. Just the hips are moving to start. We're going to exhale, lift the hips off the mat. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Maybe that arm is extended up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. We lift and we lower. Make sure that you have a long straight line from the top of your head to your tailbone. Last 3 like this. Inhale, lower. Last 2. Inhale, lower. Hold the lift on 1. Same thing. Your left palm can come down. We're going to pull first our right knee in. Step it out. Left leg lifts. Left leg lowers. Right knee in. Right leg out. Left leg lifts. Left leg lowers. Same thing if your arm is extended up. Right knee in. Right knee back. Left leg lifts. Left leg lowers. Right knee in. Right leg back. Left leg lifts. Left leg lowers. Last 3. In. Back. You got it. in, and lower. Same thing if your hip is down. You just pull your knee in, step it back, lift the leg, and lower. Last one, in, out, lift, lower. One more in and hold. Pulse your knee in. 10, 9, you got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it back down to your mat. Good job, you guys. Let's go ahead. Keep the band where it is because we're going to need it, but let's flip it out to a closed knee child's pose. And let your forehead rest down on the mat. Interlace your hands behind your low back. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, press your arms up and over. Open up through those shoulders. Your right shoulder should feel really good in this. Inhale, lower your arms back down to your low back. Exhale, press your arms up and over your head. One more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. Slowly lower it back down and slowly roll yourself all the way up. Let's roll our shoulders back for 3, for 2. Last one in this direction. Roll them forward for 3, for 2. Last one. Come back through center. And we have all of that over to the other side. I'm going to flip it out so that my back is not facing you guys. So whichever direction you're facing, make sure that you have a weight easily accessible at the top of your mat. And we're coming back to our tabletop position. This time, the band is around the sole of your left foot and around your right ankle. Take a big inhale, and on your exhale, this time your right foot is pressing back into that band, squeezing your right glute. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, we press it back and squeeze the glute. Inhale, we bend it in. Make sure that your right hip stays dialed down to the mat and your gaze is at the top of your mat, not down at your knee. Exhale, press it back. You're pulling up from your belly button. So when I say you're keeping the center of your body still, instead of trying to lift your leg as high as you can and arching your back, the center of your body does not move. We press it back, squeeze the band, and bend it right back in. The only thing that moves is that right leg. Press it back and bend it in. Exhale, we press for 3. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, press for 2. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, press for 1 and hold. We add the tap of the toes. Inhale, tap your right toes down. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, press it back. We tap, we lift, we bend it in, and we press it back. Last 5. Lift, bend it in, and back. For 4, lift, bend it in, press it back. For 3, exhale to lift. Inhale to bend it in. Exhale to press it back. Check in with that right hip. It stays dialed down. Check in with the center of your body. Core is still not moving. Last one. We bend it in, press it back, tap, lift, and hold. Just the tap. Inhale, tap your right toes down. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Remember, option to elevate. You can float that left knee off the mat and move through these leg lifts. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. We're here for 4. Exhale, lift for 3. Exhale, lift for 2. Exhale, lift for 1. From here, we go to the combo. We lift and hold. Hug your elbows in. Lower your chest down to the mat. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, tap your toes down. Exhale, lift and squeeze that right glute. Engage your core. Hug your elbows in so that as your chest lowers, your leg lifts. Exhale, press and lift it right back up. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift. We're here for 4 more. Inhale, lower. Try to hug those elbows in as much as you can. For 3. Last 2. Last 1. And from here, we're going and driving that knee into our nose. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Right leg lifts, right toes come down. Left knee pulls in, big exhale. Left knee comes down, right leg lifts, right toes lower. Left knee in, left knee down, right leg lifts, right leg lowers. We're here for 5. Down, lift, lower. For 4, down. Remember, when we lift, we're still squeezing that glute, and lower. For 3, down, lift, lower. For 2, down, lift, lower. Last one, in and hold. Pulse it in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. We step it out to our plank. Wiggle that band up so that is around your ankles. Palms are underneath your shoulders. We're stepping out with the right leg. Out and in. Check in with your plank. I want you to make sure that you're not dropping your hips. You're pulling up from your belly button. You're pressing into your palms so your shoulder blades are separated nice and wide. Last 3. Last 2. Remember, you can drop that knee if you need to. Your left knee comes down. Last 1. And we add on. We step out with the right, in with the right, open up with the right hand, reach it up to the sky. Right palm comes right back down to the mat. We step out with the right, in with the right, drop and reach, and reset. Same exact thing if you're in the full plank. We step it out, in, drop your heels to the left, reach your right hand up, and come back through center. We drop, I lied. We step it out, center, drop and reach, and reset. We step it out, center, drop and reach, and reset. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. We come to our side plank and hold, and gently lower your hips down to the mat. Now we meet, this time lying down on our left forearm. We have both legs stacked on top of each other. We're pressing into our left forearm, lifting up out of your obliques. Left elbow is underneath your left shoulder. We have a weight in our right hand. Right leg, right arm. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Squeeze that right glute before you lower it right back down. And you can always play around with the size of the weights that you're using in your hands. I always use 1 pound weights when I'm filming because I genuinely can't do more while talking. But whatever feels most comfortable for you, and you can also do it without the weights, it's just as effective. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. We're here for 4. Exhale, lift for 3. Check in with your upper body. Press away from the mat in your forearm. Last 1. And we lower. Now we bend our right elbow in. Bend your right knee in. We press them both out. Right arm stretches up over your shoulder. Right leg presses back. And we bend it in. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, press it out. Inhale, bend it in. Exhale, press for 5. Inhale in. Press for 4. Inhale in. Try to keep the height of that right leg as you press for 3. Inhale in. Last 2. Inhale in. Last 1. Hold. We combine the moves. So we lower, straight arm, straight leg. Lift, straight arm, straight leg. Bend everything in and press it out. Inhale as you lower, right arm reaches forward. Exhale as you lift, right hand stacks over your shoulder. Inhale, bend it in, right elbow bends to your side. Exhale, press that weight up above your shoulder. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, right leg lifts. Inhale, right knee bends into your chest. Exhale, right leg presses back. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we bend. Exhale, we press. For 5. Lift. Check in with your hips. Make sure that they're still dialed forward. You're not rolling back onto your glute. So my left glute is not on the mat. My left hip is on the mat. Check in with your upper body. You're pressing into your palm, lifting up out of those obliques. Last 1. We lower, lift and hold. Pulse that right leg up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower down, step that right foot behind your left. And we're getting rid of the weight. Left palm comes to the mat or it's reaching up to the ceiling. Take an inhale. Exhale, we lift both hips off the mat. Inhale, we lower it down. Or exhale, you lift. Inhale, you lower. You can also bend your knees. And we lift just the hips and lower. Or your legs are straight. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 3. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 2. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift for 1 and hold the lift. Keep your hand extended up or plant it down onto the mat. We start with the left. Left knee pulls in. Left leg steps out. Right leg lifts. Right leg lowers. Left knee in. Left leg back. Right leg lifts. Right leg lowers. Your hips can stay down. Same thing. Left knee in. Left foot back. Right leg lifts. Right leg lowers. Left knee in. Left foot back. Right leg lifts. Right leg lowers. Or your hips are lifted and your arm is extended up. Last 2. Last 1. Pause with your knee in. Pulse it in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower it back down to your mat. That one always obliterates my shoulders. Go ahead and get rid of that band. Toss it off to the side. Flip it out. Meet me in a comfortable seat. Let's roll our shoulders out one more time. Back down and away from our ears for 3. Back down and away from your ears for 2. Last 1 and roll it forward for 3. For 2. Last 1. We have one last little burnout here. We're going to sit back to our closed knee child's pose. Walk your fingertips all the way out. Take a big inhale, and on your exhale, press your weight forward onto your hands and knees. Make sure that your butt goes low. So I'm not sticking my butt up in the air. Core is engaged, tailbone is tucked under so that my butt kind of is in a straight line with the rest of my body, but not so low that I'm arching my back. So find this position. Inhale, hug your elbows in, lower your chest. Exhale, press and lift, and shift it back to your closed knee child's pose. We shift it forward, butt goes low. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, shift it back. We shift it forward. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, shift it back. Last 3. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, shift it back. For 2. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, shift it back. Last 1. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, shift it back. 1 more. Shift it forward. Lower halfway. Pulse it out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly lower it down to your mat. And let your forehead rest down on the mat. Let your arms come out to 2 goalposts. We're going to lift our right leg off the mat, roll over to the left side, plant your right foot behind your left knee, and open up through that left shoulder for 3. For 2. On 1, roll it back through center. Right elbow comes down to the mat in line with your right shoulder. Gaze goes over to the left. Left foot lifts, plants behind your right knee. And we roll over, opening up through that right shoulder for 3. For 2. On 1, come back through center. Plant your palms underneath your shoulders. Press it up to your tabletop position. Take an inhale, arch your belly, lift your head and look up. And a big exhale, round your spine, gaze goes to your navel. 2 more. Inhale, arch and look up. Exhale, round and look down. Last 1, inhale. And exhale. Come back through center and walk your knees through your hands. Find a comfortable seat. We're going to cross our right over our left. So your right foot is down on the mat. Right knee is pointing up. Left leg is resting down on the mat. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Exhale, twist over to the right side. Left elbow hooks to the outside of your right knee. Holding here for 1 breath in to lengthen. 1 more breath out to twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, come back up through center. Walk your right foot out as much as you can so that your knees are stacked as close together as possible. It's okay if they're out here. Try to get them close. And then we forward fold over your legs. You should feel the opening in the backside of your right leg. Holding here for 3. For 2. On 1, slowly roll it up and switch sides. So your right Leg is down on the mat, left foot is planted on the mat, left knee is pointing up to the sky. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead. This time we twist over to the left side, right elbow hooks to the outside of your left knee for a nice twist. For 3, for 2. On 1, come back through center. We walk that right foot out. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead, and exhale, forward fold over your legs. Feeling the opening this time in your left leg. For 3, for 2. On 1, slowly roll it all the way up. Take anything else that you might need, but we are done for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed the workout. If you have any questions or comments or feedback of what you want to see next, let me know in the comments down below. I hope you had wonderful holidays with your families if you're here in the US, and I will see you guys next time.